Hi, welcome to the next edition of Jank Tank. And today we're going to be trying out the new Kiora with Oculus and Prankster as a way to use Helping Hand to get him back. Can't Stay Away to get him back as well. Some Creeping Chills. So we kind of have a little bit of the Dredge cards in the deck. Otherworldly Gaze. So these are all interesting ways of help filling our yard up, contributing to the Oculus plan. So if you like this kind of series, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification for future views. We're on our way to 2,000 subs. Let's get there together. Let's get into this deck. Let's see the deck in action. So our deck, we have we have Pranksters, we have Oculus, we have Kiora, Helping Hand as a way to get back Kiora or Oculus, Thoughtseize plus a couple more on the board. Great way of dealing with combo and control. So we have some Thought Scours to help mill ourselves. Can't Stay Away plus Helping Hand. Like I said, Reanimate. Wall of Forgotten helps us look at top three, put one card in hand, rest in the yard. Which one of those could hopefully will be a Creeping Jill. We have Treasure Cruise to get rid of the yard, draw some cards. Mana base is just a random assortment of Esper base lands. Sideboard, we have some 3 fatal pushes, so we can maybe trim out on the Thought Seizes and etc. Against aggro, we have more Thought Seizes in case we need to be able to disrupt our opponent. We have Hearses for Graveyard Heat, a couple Verses as a way to exile monocolor stuff. Flanker for a little bit of Graveyard Heat, plus a little bit of a post-sweeper effect. Since Oculus does go wide, we should be able to get a decent amount of counters on this. 1 Loran as a way to hit artifacts and enchantments. 2 Disputes for control. 1 Path to Peril for the aggro matchups. That is our Oculus Dread for Pioneer. Let's see if this deck has any kind of ability to compete in Pioneer. Let's get into it. A Forest and a Scoot. Seems fine. So we should be able to get a turn 3 Oculus here. Say go. Okay. Interesting. Hits me. We try to gaze. No coast. That's fine. Play a coast, they go. I think that's correct. Sphero could be Merfolk. If I had to guess, it's probably the Lord. Drowner. That's fine. Okay, so he's going to get quite aggressive here, I think. So we're going to take a beating. Go to 14. And a Spy, okay? We'll go ahead and free the Fae. Get back a Tome Scour. Play a Kiora. Get rid of some lands. Say go. So we also have Merfolk on it. Alright, take 4. I'm not blocking. So whatever you want to do. Come on, Camino. Oh my gosh. Kamana. That's not very good to draw. Mill ourselves. We definitely go ahead and X out that. Deal 3. Not a lot of creatures got put in our yard so far. Attempt to gaze. Bend them all. Attempt to shove. Make it 8/8. Get it back. Go do some looting. Get rid of Creeping Chill, Darkslick Shores. Say go. So that's a fine, I guess, way to close it out. Should put the Hardcast as Oculus next. You could have argued that I should have put the Oculus in the yard to get back with the Can't Stay Away. But I think that's really going to put myself into a bad spot. Alright, so he gets frisky. I mean, we're blocking with that. Play Oculus. Eat all the lands. Could attack. What am I gaining from that? I get to play Prankster. Say go. I can't really reliably get in with this Kiora. And I think it's correct to keep the Oculus. They can't stay away for the Oculus. Even though I think for the most part, a blue-green deck probably doesn't have that many ways of actually, quote-unquote, answering it. That's not too shabby. Oculus is nice to have. So even if he's unable to scream, and Oculus, we just have another. But the issue is he can't really attack through the Oculus, knowing that we're a helping hand deck. So he shocks himself. Has he really got unable to scream? Because that's not, I would not say, a very good use of it. Because if you ever attack me, I'm just going to immediately jump. Coco. For Silver Gill Adept. Definitely a nice boomer card to play. I like it. Super fun. You're going to tap some cards down to draw. Passes. We'll go ahead and look top 3. So we definitely deal with the 3 damage here. Play a land. Shove. So I'm pretty sure the Prankster is getting through. Probably dealing 6. Down to 6. And draws a card. Probably draws another one here, too. So we've seen 3 Oculuses so far. I guess Tone Scour's fine. And a Thoughtseize. So those are nice little jump blockers. While we basically get the win by the Flyers. There's a blocker, jumper. There's still 6 coming across. Sadly, we don't have a lot of removal. Shoves. Walk like that. Return the spy. Just in case you have any funny business. Okay, a Drowner. And another Drowner. Hitcha. Play an Oculus. I guess that makes that worse, doesn't it? Yeah, so I want to keep the lands in there for the send. I think that's right. That 5, okay. Go ahead and drain you. Okay. Interesting. So on Aurora. Respectable. Shoves. With everything. So. Next capture. We don't want to bounce. I guess he could sack it. I kind of need something that I could do for 2 mana or 1. Assuming I somehow find untap land. Treasure Cruise is that kind of a card. Even though I'm running out of cards in the deck. Shove with Kiora. Trade, that's always good. I am practically dead though. I have 1 card in the deck remaining. I do have my Oculus on tapping. So there is a possibility where I could just win from that point. I could chomp. Okay. Sweet. So against Merfolk. Do I want fatal pushes? Maybe. Down Tome Scour. Can't stay away. Run it like that. Boot. Sure. Pilgrimage. That is a problem. A half. Play a land to go. So I'm assuming that's coming down this turn. That's a problem. I guess that's okay. So he makes a 1/1. I don't know if this is hand is going to do the cut though. Okay. A fatal push, I guess. So I go. I do need lands at some point. Hex Catcher. Okay. Tend to kill the Hex Catcher. You should not let that go. Okay. Why did it tap my freaking blue mana? I could have treasure cruised. That stinks. Beat up the yard, draw some cards. I guess gaze. Fill up the yard. Say go. So I take 5. I mean, no lord, but that's okay. Attempt a whale. I guess take a gaze? I don't know. Eat up the yard. So I take 3. Let's see, has something here. If he has a bounce effect, it kind of gets me, but that dispute would have been so nice to have access to. But we did not find, we did, we're one way from that. So I would imagine he has to have a lure, right? There's no way he doesn't. Unable to scream. Very lucky. So if he turns on the Volt, we'll definitely block with Oculus here. And then chump trade with a 1/1. That means I get to Helping Hand. I do need to be worried that we have 2 Pain Lands on white. So in a way, it's not very helpful. We block, take 3. So yeah, that's it's definitely a pain. None of those cards are helpful. I don't see that working, so scoop it up. Mana Confluence, Gaze. Then all of that. That is a little interesting. Let's try to Helping Hand the Kiora. Creeping Chill. Godless Shrine. What do you have now? Pilgrimage. That's fire. Go ahead and Whale. Take a Prankster. Get Fresky. Make an 8/8. There you go. Now we should be able to get down this Oculus. But this 8/8 should put enough pressure on our opponent to make him play something. Okay. A Pioneer, sure. Go ahead and Thoughtseize. Take the Coco. Play Oculus. Attack. Probably trades. And trumps the 8/8. If I had to guess. Just takes it. No respect. Alright, go. So I'm kind of confused by that. I definitely would have. Yep, got it. 1-0. Let's get into the next. I am now offering Patreon and Locals content exclusive. It includes sideboard guides, budget guides, exclusive videos, as well as other types of content. If you want to check out the link, is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Boy, a waste they go. This hand looks a little slow, so hopefully we're not facing aggro. Shocks himself. Okay. I mean, humans are aggro. Just don't tell the opponent that, because he might know that he has the advantage. So I think I just take Thoughtseize. So next turn I get to Helping Hand plus Thoughtseize, which should help me set up a Oculus the following turn potentially. So that puts me at essentially 4 post that, right? Because I take 1 out. Shocks himself. What 2-drop do you have for a human? Okay, there's Initiate. Recruitment Officer, cool. Yeah, take my beats. Wrong card. Herborg. Go ahead and look. Get rid of the Get Lost. Get back at Oculus. Say go. Take, I don't know, Shrine? Anything works, really. I will trump with it, no matter what it is. So now if I Kiora with a island, so I draw 2, probably will pitch one of those and potentially the card I draw this turn. And you're going to draw down a bodyguard named Vanguard. Recruitment Officer. So I'm going to take a beating this turn. So I'm going to have to force you to sack the bodyguard, which is okay. Alright, so we block. Make you sack. As I don't really care either way, I just kind of want it in the yard, so I have more stuff. We go ahead and play a Kiora. Now this makes it a lot more interesting. I think I get rid of the Shores and the Oculus. Get back the Oculus. We make 2? I'm gonna be risky. That is interesting. Get the coast. And a whale. And drain you. Go. See what you got. So I'm definitely trading out. I guess I should have just blocked with... I should have just got the Oculus. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's getting in the yard. So I guess maybe that was a slight misplay. Assuming he doesn't have a Brutal Cathar for one of these face-down cards. Potentially Kiora. Probably gonna name the Vanguard now. Seems like the best choice. Yeah. So Initiate should not get any bigger. I spoke too soon, I guess. That sucks. I mean, we basically went on the crack back. You can't stop me, so you're going to have to full force attack. This forced you to sack. Block out. That's fire. So, you sack the bodyguard. Honestly, I don't think it matters. I mean, you lose on the attack back. Yeah. And shove. So that's a great way to start off this match. Much quicker too. Their previous opponent was very slow. Now it looks like I'm gonna get roped. So against humans, we definitely want Fatal Push, Vanishing Verse, Down Thoughtseize, trim 3 other cards, which what is the best choice? I like Whale just because they can't be. I think it's Tome Scours. I think it's the better candidate to pitch. Could also get rid of a Gaze and leave 1 Tome Scour. I don't like that. So he shocks himself. He's probably gonna win this game if I had to guess here. My hand doesn't look that great. Get rid of some lands. They go. Yeah, this is not looking too hot. I mean, I have to literally pray that this Gaze gets me there. So I need a Gaze first, I think. So I guess my best bet here is... I can't even draw this. I have to wait a turn for that. Yeah, I just don't see that being useful. Tap land, go. So, I guess for me, this is going to be probably game 3. We're just getting ran over here. I'm not finding the cards I want. Not a single creature so far. Which is kind of sad. So, next turn we definitely get to Whale. Mockingbird the Vanguard. Gets Frisky for 7. Sure. So we go ahead and Whale. Look top 3. Guess we take Vanishing Verse. But now we're just dead. That's what I thought. I forgot that we have Path of Peril. So bring the Gaze back in. Cut the rest of the Tome Scours for the Path of Peril. I don't like that. Caves. Go. Human Officer. Fatal Push. Go ahead and Whale. Look top 3. Kind of want to find a land here. Go. Next turn we get to land Kiora, pitch a Kiora, and something else. Try to set up this helping hand. There's a Vanguard. Kiora. Alright, so Kiora... I guess I want Oculus. Yep. So if I could do Prankster plus Helping Hand plus Treasure Cruise in that order. After, I guess I would Treasure Cruise post attacks, right? Because I want to make the 8-8. I think that's correct. Yeah, we take our beats. So I think that's right. Go ahead and free the Fae. I guess take back a Gaze, that's fine. Get back a Oculus. Shove in there. Make an 8-8. See what you trade with. Now we get to Treasure Cruise post-con. No, we don't get Treasure Cruise. So go ahead. I guess take Caves. I don't know. Whatever, it's a land. So now we have a Oculus. Vanguard pumping the team. So he could, yeah, scoops it up. That means we are 2-0. Let's get into the next. Through PayPal, I'm offering for $20 play your deck through League. I also give you an article about how to improve the list, and as well as some sideboard guides and very particular matchups. If you want to check out, the link is in the description. Now, let's get back into the video. Sure, scoop. Please no Thoughtseize. Okay. Scoop it up. So, against this deck, very awkward start for me. I guess Thoughtseize is we bring it in, I guess. Down some Tome Scours, or like that. Urborg Thoughtseize. Take your Thoughtseize, say go. This looks like Greasefang. So, go ahead and gaze. Ben. Thoughtseize. Take the Sentinel, I think. They go. But we don't have an alternative way to win the game. Sure. Helping Hand. That's not helpful. Say go. So hopefully this... Oh, actually we don't have white mana. That's the problem, isn't it? Even though... I mean, we don't got anything to get back. But we don't have any white mana, so... So I think with that information, we definitely want to gaze here instead of free the Fae. We need to make sure we had a land drop this turn. And preferably a white one. Okay, I don't want that. Don't want that. I guess waste is okay enough to be considered a land. Say go. Alright, go ahead and cycle to Triome. So far we have not lost to we haven't seen a Fang or a format. I mean, we haven't seen the Parhelion yet. So, Prage, she doesn't have that. Okay, that's good. We go ahead and Prankster. Get back at Helping Hand. Go ahead and drain you. Get back at Oculus. Go ahead and go digging. It's like he has a removal spell for the Oculus. Bitter Triumph, that's fine. I don't really think I care about Thoughtseize. I think I just go digging, or they go. So next turn we get to Helping Hand plus, I guess, Treasure Cruise? We are running out of Helping Hand too. Because we have 2 in the yard, 1 in hand. So we're about to be down just to 1 left. Attempt to run it back, get back our Oculus. Play a tap land. Do I play a chump blocker? Free the Fae doesn't do enough, I don't think. I think that's right. Say go. So that's, I think, the best line, because this current juncture I'm about ready to get ran over by a chariot. So we're gonna definitely pick the caves. That gives us a gaze. So if I want to do this on my I guess this is just better. Even if I want to do it on my untapped step, like, it just doesn't seem great. So I guess I'd make this exchange. As long as we keep the cats in check, we should be okay. Almer. That's probably gonna be game over. He gets a Fang, which is really strong. And I don't think he has a land, yeah. Oculus. I mean, we'll play an Oculus, but I think it's one of those situations where we're just kind of desh. Not do the land or the Prankster. Helping Hand. Thoughtseize. Try to keep our Descend up. We could draw 3. But that might be a little tricky, but... Yep, go ahead and draw. See how that pans out for me. Okay. Go. So that's a little bit interesting, right? I guess land, that's fine. Prankster. So I think my best bet here, right, is to Kiora this turn. Can't stay away if possible. If I draw an untapped land, and I get to get another Oculus down. Which might be enough to put the game away. He's draining me. Okay. Still no sign of a Parhelion, though. So I'm happy with that result. You might be able to push this to game 3. Because we have 10 in the air, which is not, you know, something to be scuffed at. A creeping chill. That would be pretty bad. And how many... I only have 1 creeping chill in the grave. 1 in hand, so I still have 2 in the deck. So we block here. Block. 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 So Fang gets back Chariot. That's pretty good. So I guess I will leave it right. Get back a Tone Scour. Target myself. Still not what I'm looking for. I don't have any card to cast with this. I think I'm all in on the... I have to exactly get 2 Creeping Chills here. Eee, that's not Creeping Chills. I guess I'm not Dej. He gets back to the Chariot. You chomp chomp, take 4. Oh. Never mind. We are Dej. So, 2-1, not a bad record for a Jank Tank deck. Let's get into the wrap up. So what did we learn this week about this deck? Overall, the deck felt less jank, more in the tank. That sounds like a pretty good line. I don't know. It felt less like a jank deck, but felt more like an actual solid deck. Regrettably, I wish I had more ways of filling up the yard, I think. Having 6 ways of getting them back also felt pretty much on par. It was a hard time getting them. We only have 7 creatures to hit with it. So you could maybe argue that maybe the better solution would be just finding another 3-drop that you would want to get back with it. I'm not sure what that would be. So, like, there's not a lot of, like, I win the game 3-drops, right? Like Oculus. So it's kind of a one-of-a-kind situation. Getting back a Croxa or something like that just doesn't make any sense. If you have any suggestions at all for another sweet 3-drop, I'm probably going to hear a lot of people say Monastery, the 3-drop one, but I don't know if it's worth it. I don't think it's good enough for Pioneer. If it was, it would have seen played by now. But something else, anything else, let me know in the comment section. It would be preferred if it also could help fill up the yard. Would be ideal. But until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Shout out to all my supporters. And if you want to see any other content from me, check out either one of these 2 videos and playlist. And I'll talk to you soon.